Hey everybody, and welcome to the Creepy Bag Lady Show. I'm gonna turn off this bright light. It's disturbing my eyes. Alright, there we go. Oh, that's much better. Alright then. Well, I was gonna live stream on my phone, but I guess I'm not eligible on YouTube to do that on my phone. So, uh, I need to, before I can do it, go live on my desktop again, I'm going to have to take it in because it's I just not being able to fix it. I gotta find out why it sounds like a jet engine. All right. So first things first. I was gonna do this a couple of days ago over the weekend. Well, last weekend I was going to give everybody an update on what's happening. So let's get to that right now. I'm going to add some eyelashes. Some other. I got to do a new makeover, so I'm just kind of adding to that as we go. It'll come as it will. It'll happen as it will. So, one of the updates is that Sydney got rid of her page, and now it's just me, the creepy bag lady, on Getter. All right, we are still on track to shut this country down. Now, I have heard, I was getting a little bit disappointed in peeps, but I have noticed that there are some that are right on track with and will shut this country down for 2 weeks. Imagine shutting down this country, the United States, for 2 weeks. Imagine pulling your kids out of school for 2 weeks. Well, it's almost the end of the school year anyway. Do some self-teaching and keep your kids from your little bitty ones from learning how to have sex at the age of 11, or that they are teaching your kids how to lie to you so that they can give your children injections of experimental drugs well, look it up, okay? Man, that is not a good vaccine. So please, please, please do your research. Don't get the vaccine. If you can avoid it, do it. Stand your ground. Stand up for who you are as an American citizen in this country. Also, keep looking, keep watching. Of course, we all are in a place where we don't believe everything we're hearing, everything we're seeing. So be mindful of that. Now, of course, I want to, when I posted our what is it called? It's our mission statement for our protest, okay, for shutting down America. You know, it's one thing to say, okay, I'm going to shut down my gas station, or I'm going to shut down, I'm not going to go to work for a couple of weeks, or it's going to take all of us together and to do it at a synchronized time, that the timing is so important. We must be on time. So all of us that are good at showing up for things on time, this are not good at showing up for things on time. I'm a great procrastinator. So we need to work beyond our procrastination, and we need to look forward to doing something drastic. And we can all do that from our home. We can do that right from our living room by not going to work for 2 weeks, by not banking for 2 weeks. Pull your damn money out of the banks for a couple of weeks. Go do another account someplace else. The government doesn't own your bank, but they'd like to, okay? So these are some things that we can do as a country, as American citizens. We can shut this country down. Let's be very, very clear. I think what Elon Musk is doing and taking over Twitter, I think that is just awesome. People need to understand Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they're all privately owned businesses. And privately owned businesses have been being taken over by um, more rich people for years, years and years, for decades. It's no secret. You know, people are upset about Elon Musk coming in and taking over Twitter because he wants everyone to be able to have a voice, not just CNN, not just the Democrats, not just the demon rats and the Republicans. You know, it's not just about one side or the other. When you have a company, when you have a business that in today's world has a social media, social, right? The word social represents many people. Social, go out and socialize. Well, I'm going to go out and socialize today. I'm going to go to town. I'm going to go grocery shopping. I'm going to go to the wherever I go. I'm going to go get some eyelashes. You know, maybe get some new lips and something done with my nose. But I'm going to be social. I'm going to be socializing. That means talking with other people. That means involving in conversation or even simple conversation. Hi, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. How's everything at home? Oh, you know, same shit, different day. So it's like social media is about being social. It should never be about well, I'm going to go online today and I'm going to make somebody try I'm going to try to make somebody feel really really bad about themselves. That's not what social media is, but that's what the social media giants have turned it into. They've turned it into a verbal abuse network. So I like that Elon Musk has the money to get in there and take it over and say, you know what? We're not going to do this anymore. We're not going to play your social battering game anymore. We all live in this country. You know, it's a free country because you and I and our neighbors and our families, we're allowed to believe as we will. We're allowed to speak as we will. We're allowed to do as we will. So long as it doesn't involve violence or hurting someone else. So let's be mindful of that, okay? All right, getting back to this mission statement. So I'm just going to read it. It's easy to pass something on without reading it, without knowing what it's about. I think this is very important, and I really, really look forward to seeing more and more people get on board. If you are interested in being a part of this great American shutdown, please tell me. Tell me in a message. Tell me on my Getter page. All right? The creepy bag lady. Tell me, all right? And you know, let's connect. I'm out there connecting. Let's connect. Let's get in this. Let's do this. Okay? You know, Biden ain't getting any better, right? Like yesterday, today's Friday, yeah, yesterday, he went to shake hands, but there's nobody there. This is a man who is fading fast. He is disgusting. He is a liar. Liar, liar, liar. Okay? Don't ever forget that. He's trying to convince people of something we already know the truth of. So if you're, you know, consider yourself somebody who likes Biden, take a look at the videos where he's groping children, groping women. Take a look at the videos where he's honoring and shaking hands with an elite member of the KKK. Those, you think he's changed? No, he hasn't. Okay? So start doing the research. Start seeing with your eyes. And stop allowing yourself to be so completely brainwashed that you don't even know anymore what's going on. You know what's going on. Okay? All right, let's get on with it. Great American Shutdown, which I call GAS. GAS. I'm going to look to make some t-shirts, and it's going to ask, it's going to have a statement and maybe some artwork or something on it, but it's going to say, ask me about my gas. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so here we go. This is our 2022 mission statement. Our current federal government has intentionally been on a path of constant lies and destruction of our country and its citizens. That's us. They have proven to us for the last nearly 14 months, now over 14 months, that they have no regard for us or our safety or security. Instead, what they have shown us is their intention to turn America into a government-controlled country, to remove our God-given rights to live and breathe as we would decide for ourselves as free citizens. Through the help of hate groups and late-night votes for outrageous bills, they are sucking the very life right out of all of us and our country. It is our mission, GAS, as American citizens to return our freedoms listed in the Constitution of these United States to we the people. Therefore, our protest will be nationwide. Nationwide is on your side. Okay, I might get in trouble for that, so, oh well. It's all good. It's all good. All right, let's go. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Great American Shutdown, which also, interestingly, is GAS, is what we are calling it. Below is an explanation as to how GAS intends to achieve our goals set forth. It is with intention that this protest will be carried out peacefully. Okay? We do not condone any violence. We don't condone violence. So get that through your skull. We don't condone violence. But let's be very clear. We do fully support our First and Second Amendment rights as put forth in the Constitution and our right to stand up to our government in times when our government, hold on, I gotta flip the page. When our government, okay, here we go. When our government would stand against the very citizens they were hired to protect. That's right, they're hired. We vote them in, we hire them. We hire them to take care of the country's finances so that in each of our states, in each state in the country, there's a system, a legal system that should be working. That should be working towards saving and protecting the very citizens of each of those states. So we pay into the state, we pay into the federal government, and that money is supposed to be allocated to making sure that the citizens of this country, citizens, not people coming across illegally, but citizens of this country. So that's not happening. That hasn't been happening for a lot of years. Okay. GAS seeks to gather citizens from all 50 states to form a team. These teams will work together to build teams within their cities and towns to ensure that everyone remains safe and taken care of. We understand that not all U.S. citizens will have the ability to take a stand for themselves. We must be mindful of that and become their guardian angels. Leave no one behind or forgotten. As soon as these groups are formed, we will begin to focus on achieving the goal of gas. So, when we're talking about in the mission statement citizens from all 50 states, that means that you, in your state, would seek to gather people in the cities and towns of your state. And then each of those people will create a team that would make sure that when we do this shutdown for 2 weeks, there might be someone in the hills of Tennessee and that aren't able to get food, aren't able to get their medicine. So it's not about, I'll go into it, but it's not about shutting down the pharmacies or the hospitals or the fire departments or the police stations, right? It's about letting government know very clearly that, you know what, we pay the bills. Our money that we send in every year in our taxes pay the bills for this country. So now we want to know that things are being done the way they should be done, not how someone is telling us they're getting done, because we know they're not getting done. That's a bunch of BS. So get all your dry goods. If you have big freezers, get your meat or whatever you're going to do, frozen goods, but make sure you're stocking up now. You know, things are starting to leave the stores really quick. Rice, beans, you know, those kind of staples, canned goods. Start looking to those things and start stocking up, so that, you know, if you're in a neighborhood like some of the more poor neighborhoods that are on food stamps that can't always afford to go and get, then be the helping neighbor, right? We're not in a war against ourselves. We're in a war against our government, and we need to shut it down. We need to do something. We need to stand up and be loud and proud. We don't need to keep just talking out our ass and saying things. It's very disappointing and it's very depressing to go online every day and see that, oh, people are so, oh, I'm so tired of this. Oh, yeah, I'm just, oh, man, what a piece of shit he is. And, oh, my God, I can't stand it anymore. Oh, we got to stand up and do something. Okay, well, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm proposing. You know, let's get this done. Let's do this. Let's come together as a country of citizens who have a right to our freedom, who are sick and tired of the cancel culture and, you know, this word police. And, man alive, what a crock of crap and poopy doop. All right. So let's continue here. So, goals of gas. 1. Our country is being taken down a rabbit hole of darkness. We, the people, must now put aside our fears, our hatred, and our judgments of our neighbors, and come together to take back our country before it is lost forever. We will begin this task by demanding that every state do a full forensic audit of the 2020 presidential election. At this point in time, how any of us feel about the outcome does not matter. Doesn't matter anymore. What matters is we want to know that our vote counts, okay? And that's pretty much what it says. What matters is that it gets done justly. We need to be in a place that we can believe in safe and honest elections. That means you bring your ID so that you're a legal citizen in this country. Illegal citizens should not be voting. Period. Period. There are immigrants living in this country that have busted their butt for many, many years. I know many. 11 years they've worked hard to get their citizenship in this country. You're not allowed to just come in here and think that you can all of a sudden be a citizen and you're going to make money off the government and all that bunch of crap. No, that shit ain't happening no more. And we're not going to stand for it. And that doesn't make us prejudiced or racist. That means we want you to come to our country and do it legally. Okay? We'd love to have you come. Bring your ass on over. But you do it legally. Okay. Number 2, demand the release of the January 6, 2021 political prisoners and arrest the instigators, to include any and all members of Congress, FBI, CIA, Capitol Police, and members of hate groups such as Antifa and extremist members of BLM, and arrest them for treason, for crimes against a sitting president and the citizens of this country. Okay? Now you notice that I said about Black Lives Matter, the extremists, the radicals, right? Like, what's her name, that blew a bunch of money that was donated to Black Lives Matter to help Black people living in poverty. Not to buy now she's bought 4 houses totaling millions of dollars. They've also recently bought I think, what'd they pay? $5 or $6 million for a home in Malibu. And now because they got busted doing that, now they're saying, oh, well, this will be a place where people can come and they can get help. Really? Really? I don't think so. Because if that's the case, then let's just start dropping off the homeless and let's start bringing over the people living in the poorer communities and go over there. Go over there. Tell them, okay, I'm here. I need help. I'm going to hang out by your swimming pool over there. And I think I'll just put my tent up and hang here for a few months. Thanks for the help. Go buy me some food now. I think that would be perfect. Perfect. Go get your money back out of the elites that have stolen the money that belongs to the people that Black Lives Matter is supposed to be for. Supporting. Helping. Okay? Haven't seen that happen yet. I've only seen them lining their pockets. Well, they're being investigated now. And all of those people that they're supposed to be supporting, I would be asking them, where the hell's my share of that? Okay? Millions of dollars. All right? I'd be asking them that. Okay. Next on the list. All right, let's see. Okay, so we got that. Number 2. Let's go on to number 3. We demand that government reinstate our energy independence and stop all efforts to purchase oil from known enemy terrorist countries. We were energy independent. And those of you that don't think that we were, should do your research. Really? Do your research. Okay? Here's the deal, right? So Biden was blaming Trump. And then he started blaming Putin. And now he's blaming Governor Abbott over in Texas. Really? That's a little ridiculous. So be mindful of that. Please do your research. Okay, number 4. Demand that the federal school board and all local and state-run school boards, both K through 12 and all higher education colleges, be completely reformed. That the teachings of critical race theory under any identification and any attempted indoctrination of our children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren will not be tolerated. That all teachers who choose to continue teaching this darkness shall and will be terminated. Demand that any and all employees of city, state, and federal governments receiving or have received payments from billionaire George Soros be removed immediately and arrested for treason. Demand, oh, by the way, George Soros, I've said this before, he's from Hungary. Hungary kicked him out because he was doing the same thing that he's doing here, he tried to do in Hungary. Well, Hungary is a free country. They may not be very big, but they are a democratic society. Not demon rats, democratic. That means everyone's created equal. Everyone has a voice. Democratic society. It's how we learn to work together. Okay? All right. Look up your shit. Number 6. Demand the closing of all U.S. borders immediately and reinstate ICE to remove all illegal immigrants currently living in our country for less than 5 years. So, if you've lived here for over 5 years and you still haven't gotten your citizenship, that's not the government's fault. That's your fault. I don't want to hear your sob story. I mean, why would you blame that on anyone in government? When Trump was in office, the dreamers were all pissed off at Trump. Why? Had you been trying to get your citizenship? Because if you hadn't, that shit's on you, man. If you want to live in this country, then get your damn citizenship. Stop pissing and moaning about it and pointing fingers at everyone else. Look in the mirror. I'm sick of it. We're not your fucking punching bags. Get off your ass and stop whining and go apply for your citizenship. But if you've been here under 5 years, you need to go home or go to some other country and figure out how to get here legally. Okay, so let's continue with that. Demand that those living in our country for longer than 5 years begin their process towards legal citizenship, with the exception of illegal immigrants who are or have been convicted of a felony or serious crime. Those such illegals shall be removed immediately. How will we achieve these goals? Big question. How will we achieve these goals? We will achieve these goals by way of shutting down every state nationwide. Each of the teams in each state will begin taking their kids out of all the schools. College students will need to do a walkout. Employees of all retail stores, restaurants, privately owned businesses will all shut down. These outlets will be encouraged to secure their businesses to avoid destruction of those who would wish to rob from them and destroy them. The only businesses that will remain open to the public are the hospitals, clinics, nursing homes, pharmacies, fire departments, and law enforcement. We're not a bunch of vigilantes. We're not looking for a war. We're looking to get our country back. We're, trying to get better leadership for our country. Not someone who needs to be in federal prison. We must begin sticking, or, yeah, we must begin sticking it to the government. Oh, let me start that one over. We must begin stocking up now on groceries, toiletries, and medicinal needs. We must do this so there is enough that each group will be able to help care for those who are not able, for whatever reason, to care for themselves. Now, whew, I got dry throat. It's hard to talk under this bag, but I like this bag. I'm just an old creepy bag lady. Violence towards anyone will not be tolerated and will be dealt with accordingly. We will make certain that we and our neighbors stay safe from harm. I gotta get a drink. Whew, very good. Much better. Okay. Once the shutdown is completed and the government chooses not to comply, we will, as one nation under God, march by the millions to Washington, D.C., where we will stand and protest until which time our demands are met. We all recognize the scale of this protest. We must also recognize the effects of what will most certainly happen if we don't take a stand against this tyrannical government and their desire to destroy this great nation. So there you have it. Anyone who doesn't think that they're destroying this country, you better start reading up on some stuff. You better start doing your research. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is something that's happening right before our very eyes. Those of you who have not heard that there's a war in Ukraine, you think about it. How many millions, how many billions has our government sent over there already? They've sent billions of our tax money over there. I pray for them. I pray for the innocent people who are being killed and burned. I pray for them every single day. I don't understand. I mean, I kind of understand because, now we're in a nuclear world. But, Biden brought this on because he's wanted in Ukraine, okay? Look it up. They also have any number, I think it's like 26 biological virus things where they create biological weapons, viruses. Okay, Fauci is back on TV now, trying to get everybody to mask up. Please stop wearing your mask, please. And let's start suing the hell out of government. We should really look to finding a lawyer that can do a class action lawsuit against Fauci, against Biden, Harris, against Pelosi, Schumer, McConnell, all of them. Okay? So anybody that has that info, pass it on. Let's get this party started. Let's start doing something and stop talking about it. Let's take action. Let's see some action here. So here's the idea. Here's the plan. Okay. So let me know. Send me, like I said, message me on Getter. Let's see. Where else can you message me? On Getter. I do look at that. Or go to my YouTube page and leave a comment. Like and subscribe. The more you like and subscribe, the more the message gets out. Okay? We are Americans. We are one nation under God, as we each believe that person, that spirit, to be. So, please, let's make great change in this country. Let's get out the evil trying to take it over, and let's get back in the conquerors who would make good change for us. All right, so be sure and let's see. Oh, I got my phone. I'm looking for my cell phone. I'm talking to my cell phone. Okay. So, let's just stay on top of this. Let's be brave. Let's be bold. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Most importantly, let's take back our freedom. And let's take back our country. Oh, so, before I go, think about this date, July 4th. So to all the veterans, I am so grateful. I cannot thank you enough for the service to our country, for fighting on our behalf to keep us safe, and that you keep others safe in other countries. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful. Thank you. And, but here, to July 4th, that the only parade we should be having is the parade to shut down this country. That we don't do fireworks. That we walk in silence to take back our country. July 4th, let's shut this country down. So between now and then, start stocking up. Start stocking up. Okay? And for all those truckers out there, oh my gosh, I did see you on your, when you got to meet up in a room in the White House with members of Congress. And that there were a bunch of reporters there. So thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you're doing. Let's get on board together. Let's do this thing together. You are the deliverers of goods to this country. Without you, there's nothing going to the stores. So you would be a huge part of this process, a huge part of this protest. And we don't even have to go and park down at the White House. We can park on the freeways and then go. Or park your rig at home and, no more deliveries for 2 weeks. So get all your poop in a group now. If we do this July 4th, we've got April, most of April left, and then May, and then June. So 2.5 months, right? Almost 3 months to get our poop in a group and start stocking up. Okay, stock up, stock up, stock up. Okay, okay. Sounds like a plan. I'm gonna get off here now. I will keep you updated, keep you posted, but and try to do a live show next time. But that's going to be when I get my computer fixed. Okay? And we get rid of the jet engine in there because I just can't keep talking over the jet engine. All right. So this is the Creepy Bag Lady signing off. See you next time. Have a great day and God bless. God bless you and God bless America. Bye for now.